What is going on, guys? How is it going? Welcome back to a brand new video here. So today I've got a BPL squad builder and it is very budget. I think it's about 5k, around that price region. It's very cheap. I'm not sure whether it's 5k or 5.5k, even 4.5k, but it is a very cheap team. So we're just going to jump straight into the team though and show you guys what it actually is. So now we've got Ben Foster from West Brom. There is actually quite a few West Brom players in this team, but Ben Foster is actually a really good goalkeeper for 450 coins, 6'4", decent stats as you can see there, mostly all 70s apart from the speed, 84 reflex as well, and definitely a very solid goalkeeper for 450 coins. Defence in the centre back positions, we have got Johnny Evans in the first centre back position, and in the other centre back position we have got Klavan, I think, yeah, it's Klavan, from Estonia, the new Liverpool centre back, who signed, I think it was from Augsburg, I think it was, something like that anyway. And he's also very solid as well. 68 pace on Evans, 66 on Klavan, 79 defending on Klavan, 80 defending on Johnny Evans. So both pretty decent, to be honest, both defensive-wise, pretty decent, and fairly decent strength-wise as well. 450 coins for Johnny Evans, and 450 for Klavan. So again, very cheap, and I've accidentally just changed the formation. Let me just change that back. There we go. So in the left-back position, we have got Robertson from Hull, 81 pace, no 82 pace actually, so pretty decent card though, 71 defending, 71 physical and 72 dribbling, can go forward as well as actually tracking back and being good defensively, high work rates, which definitely reflects that. 450 coins once again, and definitely a very solid fullback. Right back, we have got, which one did we get actually? I think we decided to go for Ward in the end, although I do have Njar Jeje, I'm not sure how much he is. But we do have Ward in right back, decent pace actually, 70 pace. Isn't the first right back you'd think of going for in a BPL team, but you know, he's got decent pace, 70 isn't too bad, 78 defending, 76 physical as well. He's not like a Bellerin, but he definitely does get the job done. High medium work rates as well, he's growing up a little bit, but he also tracks back as well and does his defensive work. 500 coins, so he is one of the more expensive players in this team, but I literally couldn't get any right backs cheaper than 500, because this guy was actually the cheapest, but he is a pretty decent right back. So CDM, we have got Classy in the first centre back in CDM position. He was on the left CDM position, which I think is 450 coins. But once again, a pretty solid 80 passing as well, so he is pretty decent in terms of just getting the ball and passing it. 66 defending isn't the greatest, but he has got 74 physical and 76 dribbling as well, which are pretty decent. And he is 5'7", so he isn't the tallest and the strongest, but we have got Kirchhoff as well, which is 6'5", so he definitely makes up for that. Low attacking work rates, high defensive, so he's kind of like the really defensive guy. And then you got Classy as well, can kind of push up into more of a cam role if you want him to, but he's also back in the CDM role for 5'7". Surprisingly, he's got decent physical, 74 physical there, pretty decent. And Kirchhoff as well, looking very solid, 70 pace, 76 physical and 79 defending, looks very solid, 77 rated. Right mid, we have got Lingard, or should I say Dabcard. He always likes a good little dab, 77 rated, 83 pace, 71 passing, 79 dribbling, and 62 physical, so it looks like a pretty decent card there. 77 rated, and picked him up for 500 coins, which I think is pretty decent. He is an English right mid as well, so that normally puts the price up a little bit if they're English. And I picked up 1 goal and 1 assist in the 10 games. Not the greatest, but he was okay in terms of actually like creating attacks and stuff and getting good counter attacks going. Left mid, we got Chadley, 78 rated, picked him up for 450 coins. Again, 1 goal and 1 assist in the 10 games that I played with him. The wingers weren't like too effective, to be honest, but they did do a bit of work in terms of getting down the wing and starting attacks. 77 pace on Chadley though, 78 dribbling, 77 shooting, 75 passing, 77 physical. Very solid card there. Pretty much all the stats apart from defending once again are in the 70s. They're pretty high in the 70s as well. Most of them are on the verge of getting into the 80s, which for a non-rare 78 rated card, which is 6'2", is very good. And for 450 coins as well, I don't think there's any better left mids you can get in this team for that much and for that good quality. Cam, we have got Henriksen from Hull. Now, there are a few cams you can go for who probably look a little bit better. For example, there's Punchin, and there's also someone like, trying to think off the top of my head, but there are better options which are worth just as much. I picked Henriksen up for 450 coins, and in the 10 games I played with him, he got 4 goals and 2 assists. Very solid in the games I played with him. One thing that probably puts a few people off is his 65 pace, but to be honest, it really doesn't affect him, I don't think. I think he's really good. 73 dribbling as well, 77 shooting, which is a really good stat for him. Did feel very clinical in terms of getting shots on target and scoring goals. As you can see there, the 4 goals reflects that. 70 passing as well, and 81 physical, so he's pretty strong as well. He can definitely hold off players if you want him to on the attack. High work rates as well, pretty decent, doesn't like go up and down the pitch like a yo-yo, like some players are kind of bad for, but he is normally in the place that you want him to be, in that competition, supplying the striker that we've got, and also banging a few goals in for himself. Now, speaking of the striker, we have got the striker up next, who is Salomon Rondon, who I think I actually picked up for 400 coins, the cheapest player in the team. And, I mean, look at them stats. I mean, the passing isn't fantastic, but you don't need a striker to have passing, really. Henriksen does that with his 70 passing, but Rondon for 400 coins is an absolute... He's just so fucking good. 77 pace, 74 dribbling, 78 shooting, so he's pretty decent at shooting for a player, which costs 400 coins. And I'm not sure what his finishing stat is, but he did feel pretty clinical in front of goal, and 80 physical as well. He is pretty strong, 6'2", and he did get 6 goals in the 10 games that I played with him, which a lot of them goals, it did come early on, and then they kind of spread out to do with players like Lingard and Chadley and a few other players maybe as well in the defensive positions, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But Rondon was definitely very solid, and I would definitely recommend picking him up. I don't think there's any other strikers he could really get who are like better than him, at least better rating and better in terms of actually playing in games. So I definitely recommend picking up Rondon. And this is pretty much the team, guys. I think it does cost around 5k, I'll probably say, just because of Ward costing 500 coins instead of 450. I'll probably say it's more 5k than 4.5k, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll put it in the title, you probably already know what the price is. But hope you guys have enjoyed this video, guys. If you have, then share the like button down below, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See you later.